Hello my English learners and welcome to Anna's Learning Corner. I hope that you all are doing great and having fun in learning English. If not, then you are at right place, my dear. So today we are going to talk about that how can you change your life in just 21 days. Yeah, let me share with you the really amazing techniques that will help you a lot to change your life in a really practical way. The techniques that I'm gonna sharing with you, these techniques will not be like that any kind of fantasy, any kind of imagination, but I have read a book which is Mind Hacking, and also I have watched some videos and I've read I watched some kind of interviews. So then I've made this making this video for you guys. Okay, so let's straightly jump to our today's topic. So actually we have three ways, right? If we want to change our life, the very first thing is we really need to think about it, right? If we don't have any concept that how we're gonna change our life, how we're gonna pursue, right, it will not gonna work. What matters is your thinking. What do you think? What your mindset is, right? If a person have no thought that how he or she will gonna change or what he or she wanted to get from the life, how he or she will be able to, how that person will be able to achieve something if you even don't have thought of it, right? We all most of the time work on this quotation, which is a man of words and not of deed, right? We talk a lot about different kind of stuffs, like we want to become a billionaire, we want to become we want to enjoy luxurious things, we want to have a lot of opportunities, but when it comes to practical life and doing it practically, working really hard with diligence, we show some kind of abhorrence, right? Our behavior is not aberrated most of the time. So what really matters is your mindset. Right now I'm searching a lot about it because I personally think what your brain think, you will be able to do it, you'll be able to achieve it if you want to achieve it in one night, if you want to achieve it, but it really needs to be close to reality. It won't be like that you are not gonna doing anything and you want to become rich in just one night. It's not like that. So let's straightly plunge into our three main things that will help you a lot. The first one is analyzing, the second one concentration and mindset, and the third one is final implementation. Let's talk about the very first one. Okay, so in the very first one, what's actually happening, analyzing what our brain is actually thinking, how our brain is analyzing the stuff that is happening around us. Now the very first thing is our brain is now to be able to make a difference between reality and fantasy. Let me give you an example. When you dreamed of something, like you have seen yourself into the dream and you are running and it's kind of a intimidating dream and horrific dream, when you just wake up, what will happen? Your heart is like, in a really fast and furious way, right? It's like your heart is running, right? So what actually happened? Your brain thinks it is real, right? So that is the case. Our brain is not able to make a difference between reality and fantasy. The thing is, what we deliver to our brain, what our brain will think, firstly, we need to understand that our brain and we and our brain, we both are different. We are not same. We are different stuff. Our brain think in a different way and body respond in a different way. That is the case here. If we'll think we are sluggish, we'll not be able to do anything, our brain will respond in that way. Brain is actually the control center of our nervous system. Why is it so? Why? The reason is because what our brain think, actually our whole body respond according to that. If we'll think winter is actually really lazy, really sluggish season, what will gonna happen? You will started feeling in that way, right? If you will feel like my instinct is saying something will be wrong in the future, what will happen? it actually happened, right? Something wrong will happen in future, and then you will say, oh, I knew it, I knew it. But the case is you attracted towards yourself. So the thing is, you yourself attract that thing. You yourself, human is actually a magnet, right? If you want to attract positivity, you will get it. If you want to attract negativity, you will get it, right? You need to understand this thing, because if you will be able to understand the thing, you will be able to understand the psychology behind it. So maybe you have heard some kind of affirmations that most of the people do, even Ellen DeGeneres. Maybe you'll know about that lady, Ellen DeGeneres. If you don't know, you can Google her. Okay, so let me tell you about that. What the fact is, she used to do positive affirmations all the time, and she said in her interview, most of the money that she got is through these positive affirmations. So the practice number 1 is all the time think positively. Try to think positively all the time. What your mindset is, you really need to read some books that will help you to change your mindset, because your mindset plays a really significant role in your whole life. If you think you will never be able to do it, you'll never. And if you think you will be able to do it, you can do it. Your mindset, your brain will respond according to that. So it is really important that you must observe that there is a difference between your brain and yourself. Your body and brain, both different. Body respond according to what you think. So if you want to change your mindset, I would suggest you a positive affirmations practice for 30 minutes, or if not for 30 minutes, at least do it for 15 to 20 minutes in one day. I will mention the link in the description of this video. You can go and check that affirmation out. Okay, so the second practice that will be included in this one is reclaiming and increase your concentration. What basically happen is, all the time we all are surrounded by social media. We have seen some of the ads. Now we don't know behind that ad there is a huge psychology, there is a huge research. That ad is actually influencing our minds, our mindset. What is actually happening? If we have opened a YouTube video, if we are watching a YouTube video, there is an you can say toothpaste ad, there is a beauty kind of ad that will appear in front of you, and that ad will let us think we maybe need to buy that, right? We really need it. So what is really important? At least in 24 hours a day for 30 minutes, switch off your cell phone. The reason is because you really need to reclaim yourself. In those 30 minutes, let your thoughts come in your brain. Whatever you think for yourself, you don't need to sit in other people, you don't need to watch anything for 30 minutes straight. Switch off to everything. If you will do it, if you think that you don't know what your goal is, what you want to achieve in your life, these 30 minutes will be really worthy for you. Now, what actually happening behind that ad psychology is somebody who is actually paying for that ad may be spending some hundreds of dollars. It means that person who is spending on that ad, by spending, he's buying you as a revenue, as a profit, if you will buy that product, right? He or she, whoever is selling that product, generating that ad, is actually making your brain and actually changing your mindset, having a great impact on your mindset, right? So that is the case here. What actually they are doing, they are creating the urge, the need of it. Of course, they are spending on the ads because they are generating the revenue out of it. So that is really important. For 30 minutes to reclaim your own personality, you really need to switch off from everything. Next one is concentration. Now for concentration on daily basis, and that all of the successful people do, what I have observed when I have read from their lives, when I have read some of the biographies and documentaries, what I have seen is they used to do meditations. Meditation is the most powerful thing. Meditation means you have to see your breath for 15 minutes sharp, and on daily basis you started increasing the duration. What meditation do? During meditation you will see that lot of thoughts are coming to your mind, and you just need to observe your thoughts just like you are watching a film. It's like that. So you just need to observe your thoughts that will come to your mind while watching your breath. You need to do breathing practice. You have to inhale from your nose and exhale from your mouth for 15 minutes by closing your eyes, and you will see all the time your mind will be distracted. In the first 5 to 6 days your mind will be distracted, but you no need to worry about it. You will see the visible difference after doing meditation. If you are facing short-temperedness issue, you are facing anxiety issues, depression issues, even schizophrenia, that issue, and glossophobia, these 5 issues will be resolved after doing the meditation. I will again mention the meditation link in the description along with the positive affirmation link. You can go and check that out. Okay, next thing is imagination. Now, in the case of imagination, what actually happened, what do Einstein said is imagination is more important than knowledge. Why is it so? Our brain can imagine in 2 ways, default way and direct way. In default way, it is kind of, you can say autopilot mode is on. We don't know what we are thinking. We don't know what our thoughts are about. But the second one is direct mode. In direct mode, we know we are controlling our brain, our thoughts. We are conscious of what we are thinking. That is the case here. When you are imagining, make sure don't imagine any kind of thing which is, you can say, simply, if I want to say it is, if you are struggling for something, if you are putting great efforts, if you want to want more sales, if you want to get more good results, you can do this imagination thing. But make sure it's not like that in today's night you are thinking that, oh, next morning I'll become a billionaire, I'll become a millionaire, and you are not doing even a single act. For the people who do that kind of stuff, the man of words and not of deeds, this practice is not for them. This practice is for those who are struggling, who are working really damn hard, who are really working hard, and who really want to, see something, who really want to achieve something. So you can imagine your success and lots of people, we have a lot of examples that lot of people select the date and time and the exact time, and on daily basis they are working really hard with great diligence, and then on daily basis they used to see that check, their check, and where they mention their date, their exact money, and what's gonna happen. Finally, they achieved it because they believe it. They have experienced it. As I told you, our brain is not able to make a difference between the reality and fantasy. And if you are fantasizing something, suppose if you are thinking about something that you won't get yet, but if you are experiencing it, if you are thinking about it, so what will happen? Your brain will experience it, and your brain will make you feel like that in that way. So through that way, through that practice, you can attract what you want in your life. And for that, if you want any kind of practices, I would suggest you to read The Secret Book by Rhonda Byrne. That book is an excellent one. I will mention the PDF of this book in the description again. You can check that out. Okay, so these are some of the practices that will help you to change your life in just 21 days. So let's take a challenge and let's start implementing these things. But let me tell you one very important thing. If you'll miss or skip a single day, you will not be able to do it. And that's my mindset. If you'll wasted a single day, you'll not be able to do it. So make sure, do it with consistency, and determination is the key to success. So if you like this video, don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. Tell me in the comment section which practice you like the most in this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share it with others who have that urge to do something. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram handle linked in the description below, and follow me on Facebook and TikTok. Take great care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.